With the sweet stuff. Shawty came from Mexico, she know she got the sweet stuff. Shawty came from Mexico, she know she got the sweet stuff. Shawty came from Mexico, she know she got the sweet stuff. Shawty came from Mexico, she know she got the sweet stuff. I put some ice on her hand, I let her take it. I put some ice on her hand, I let her take it.
What's up YouTube, Stars Arcade here, back to you guys with another video. And before we even get into this video, please make sure you guys leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you're new. And today I got a reaction for you guys. Now, before we get into the reaction, I don't know about you guys, but when I was growing up, I used to watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged. This completely caught me off guard. I seen it on the trending page. I kind of did want to see the Buu Saga Abridged, you know, just to like finish it off, but we're just going to see what they're about to say, you know. We're just going to get right into this. Before we get into this, like I said, please leave a like, comment down below, subscribe. And yeah, let's get into it.
Hello everyone, I'm Scott Kaisernico-Frerix.
I'm Lanny.
And if you've seen the title of this video, you probably know what this is all about, so I won't beat around the bush. Dragon Ball Z Abridged is over.
As of episode 60, we really just wanted to take some time to talk about the reasoning behind us choosing to end it here.
Yeah, because I'm wondering why they're choosing to end it.
Not only as individuals, but as a larger group as a whole, and furthermore, what Team 4 Star is going to be without DBZA.
I think we'd be remiss not to acknowledge what this show has meant to us since its very beginning. It has helped make us what we are today, but it has also helped make us who we are. As the director of the project, I have had to improve in every regard, as its editor, as a writer, as a voice actor, as a boss, and even as an...
I can only imagine how like hard and like how tiring it was to make these episodes too. So I can kind of understand why they would be tired of doing this after so long, you know. They really did the whole series, but let's get back in.
One time, it changed drastically. A lot of that is due to the fact that, like Kaiser said, as we went on, we all adjusted, became better writers, actors, directors, editors. But more than that, as we went through with season 3, we started to notice more and more what it was becoming. First of all, it might be a bit of a biased opinion. I think it was some of our best work, but as we came closer and closer to the finale, we realized what it was, and it was a love letter to a property, a show that had meant so much to us growing up. It was our tribute to Dragon Ball.
Basically, I understand that.
I mean, we even wrote episode 60 as an ending. Goku's little monologue at the end there, it's kind of a testament to that. But it wasn't until after that that we started to notice something kind of scary for us as well throughout this process. Something that I feel like any creative who's worked on a project for a long time can relate to.
Yeah.
And we didn't truly realize what it was not until much after we decided to put in that season 4 teaser at the end.
Burnout is terrifying as a creative. It makes you start to hate the things that you loved, and it just steals the passion from that passion project and replaces it with frustration and spite and a lack of creative fulfillment.
And
yeah,
nothing made this more clear than when we were trying to tackle BoJack.
That was hell, to be honest.
It was a mess. It was an absolute mess, but God, we spent months of weekly scripting sessions just trying to get something to work. Every time we thought we'd have something, it just didn't. Nothing wanted to jive with us on that one.
Yeah. The struggles with BoJack really just kind of emphasized a lot of the problems that we were overall having as creators. And after we wanted to just can that film entirely, it finally dawned on us that it wasn't the main culprit.
We'd been working on DBZA at that point for over 11 years, week to week, month to month.
It's been out for a super long time.
The same process over and over. And we were really starting to feel it. We'd felt it before, but never more than then.
Episode 60 felt like an ending to me. I've said that many times. It felt like my ending. And that was, in my heart of hearts, the truth. And I knew that anything after it was going to feel like an epilogue, and who doesn't deserve to be treated like an epilogue?
Yeah.
We started creating the shorts as a way to bridge between Cell and Boo. And when September into October rolled around and we had canceled BoJack, we'd started to think, wait a second, hold on. Now, we may not want to continue doing it the same way, but what if we use, say, the animation that we were using for the shorts to give people the Boo Saga?
That would allow us to be a lot more flexible and creative with the writing, the jokes, the characters, the parts of the story we might not necessarily
Y'all go
agree
ahead.
with.
Do whatever y'all need
But
to do.
it was never going to be the same.
Yeah.
It felt
Definitely.
like a half measure. The shorts themselves we're still excited about. We have a lot of heartfelt stories that we want to tell with them. But it was in January that we took a look at how much time they are to produce, how much money they take to produce.
Yeah.
And moreover, the response from people, our audience, when we told them that this would be the way we'd continue, and it just wasn't going to work.
It's just the fact that nobody likes that seasonal rot. Like when a show just goes on for a few too many seasons. Everybody knows that it's not the same as it was when it hit its apex.
Right.
Dexter's a good example. Nobody likes the last season of Scrubs, and I will be damned if I ever last season of Scrubs DBZA.
Yeah, no
See a
sir.
decline
I've never
in
seen
quality
Scrubs, but no sir.
Not only as a possibility, but a probability. That is actually a blessing in disguise. It gives you the chance to end on your terms, to give the ending that you want. And I feel like that's what we were able to do with episode 60. We wrapped up the most important beats of the story. We wrapped up most of the character arcs. I say most because we're for BoJack.
He blew up with Cell. He blew up. The plant blew up, Cell.
This is very interesting just to hear from like a creator standpoint. You know, I really can like relate with them on some of these points that they're making. I just wanted to point that out.
Oh, fuck, there's a thing there. Either way, BoJack is dead, and he tried to take our creativity with him, but it isn't all about being creatively drained. During our hiatus, like you mentioned, we had looked into doing other projects, knowing that DBZA was limited. We only had so many episodes really to work with, even if we continued on into the Boo Saga. We had a lot of projects that we picked up, fell in love with, and really wanted to work on. But through all that, DBZA remained our top priority, no matter what some people might think. It always had been. And while the desire to work on these projects was never going to be a singular factor, it was never going to lead directly to the cancellation of DBZA, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't a factor at all.
And there's still the sword of Damocles that is copyright.
Copyright claims have always put our channel at risk. I mean, it's gone down, 3 times so far since we've started this?
Yeah.
Luckily, we've always been able to get it back, but there's always that, it's not even necessarily a fear, it's that precognition of knowing that whenever you put up a new episode, it's going to go down, and it's going to disappoint people, and it's going to upset a bunch of people in the tertiary space as well.
And with enough strikes, our whole channel could go down.
Again. And we have a lot of people that work with us, that work for us, that are counting on us to be able to continue to produce things that pay the bills.
Yeah, and again, we've been dealing with this for years, but the more and more that we try to accomplish, the bigger we grow, the more we try to branch out, the more that is at risk, and our livelihoods will and always should be paramount.
We never imagined that we'd get to this point from where we started.
No.
Of course, nobody does.
We're ready for 1 million subscribers. It kind of came out of nowhere, and we've just been trying to deal with it the best we can ever since. As we're trying to make apparent to you, there was no silver bullet that ended Dragon Ball Z Abridged. There are many contributing factors, and if you check the description, there is a link to a public Patreon post that we've made that goes a little bit more into detail.
Mm-hmm.
We know that this decision has and will continue to upset a lot of you out there. And we are sorry. We promised you season 4 at the end of episode 60. And it wasn't even until a couple days ago that it was really solidified to us that it just wasn't going to happen, that we weren't doing it. As we've said, there's been a lot that went into this decision.
It sounds like a breakup,
one of the
man.
things that we have
That's what it kind of
struggled
feels
with
like.
the most when it's come to our growth has been communication.
Yeah, it has been a sore spot for us, not only with our audience, but internally as well.
When we started out, it was just you, myself, and Taka on Skype calls just shooting the shit, which made it really easy to, shoot out a message like, hey, we're just talking about this, here's what's coming soon. As it grew, it became more difficult because we had so many other things going on, so many different people working on different projects, and we never adapted to that level of organization, which has always been our biggest problem.
And these are not excuses. I want to explain the problem, but we don't want to excuse our lack of communication with you guys, and we're still sorry about that.
It's been a process. It will continue to be a process, and we will try to be better about all of this. I mean, I hope this is a step in the right direction at the very least. But ultimately, we're sorry if any of you felt like you were left in the dark on this decision. But as I said, this is a decision that has been going through a process, but only reached its finality recently.
If you guys at home don't feel like you want to continue subscribing to us or being a patron, we understand.
We aren't entitled to anybody's time or viewership. We know that as creators, the onus is on us to put something out there that you guys want to watch.
These guys are definitely some talented creators. You guys should not subscribe.
The vast majority of you are only here for DBZA.
These people helped your
childhood. We want to thank you all
childhood.
who have watched, and again reiterate that DBZA, we have no intention of taking it down. It's still going to be there to watch so long as YouTube allows it.
But ultimately, we do feel that this is the right decision. After a lot of debate, after a lot of internal struggle and conversations.
Screaming, tears,
Of course.
frustrations.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because...
I'm pretty sure that we've all watched DBZ Abridged, especially if you're watching this, because obviously you would know about it. But yeah, this is being Boy Starks Arcade, and I'm out. Please make sure you guys leave a like, comment below, subscribe if you're new, share this video if you're, share this video with all your friends so that way, and turn on post notifications so they get notified every time I upload. This is being Boy Starks Arcade, I'm out. 2020, all positivity, peace. I'm pretty sure that we've all watched DBZ Abridged, especially if you're watching this, because obviously you would know about it. But yeah, this is being Boy Starks Arcade, and I'm out. Please make sure you guys leave a like, comment below, subscribe if you're new, share this video if you're, share this video with all your friends so that way, and turn on post notifications so they get notified every time I upload. This is being Boy Starks Arcade, I'm out. 2020, all positivity, peace. Peace.